Lilly goes on to explain to the rusty raconteur that, sadly, the Office of Academic Affairs has been done a great injustice by the Lord's Alliance. It's not been fully recompensed for its efforts in recovering the Waterdhavian creatures. So, her mistress may try something questionable at the ritual, but that she's really been given no choice. Her hands are being forced, as it were. Although it may look like she's stealing the cure, she wouldn't be. She'd only be holding on to it until they decided to treat those in their service, well, more fairly.
We have all 4 reagents now. Quickly, time grows short. You have earned a place of honor among those who sought to aid Neverwinter in these dark times. You will stand with us as the ritual to create the cure is performed. Are you ready to go to the ritual chamber? We must leave as soon as possible.
Alright, Lily's finally ready to attend the ritual.
Then we shall waste no more time. Neverwinter has suffered long enough.
Lilly and the rusty raconteur have entered the ritual chamber inside Castle Never.
Hail! You have provided a great service to all of Neverwinter in these trying times.
Of course, this is Judge Oleff Uskar.
As a token of Lord Nasher's gratitude, he thought you might want to bear witness to the cure's creation after all your hard work.
I guess Lilly probably expected no less.
Before the ritual proceeds, however, the 4 assembled would each like the chance to speak with you and offer their personal thanks for what you have achieved. Go on, speak with them. I must inform the town crier of the good news.
As if the fact that she's standing inside Castle Never weren't proof enough, she's now considered an ally of the city. She's been invited by and is due personal thanks from Lord Nasher himself. She wouldn't be surprised if he was the one who directed that town criers praise her name as well. But she'll not succumb to flattery like a little girl. Even Lord Nasher can wait for the Lady of Murder as she looks about. It appears the Twisted Twins of Tyr are up to their same old tricks, just in new locations. They even have a recall portal here in the castle. Oh, so much for using the Stone of Recall to escape with the cure. And another marble divining pool. Alright guys, Lilly looking inside the divining pool. I think the last time she did so, she didn't see anything. And still doesn't. Alright. Apparently, Tyr hasn't found her worn-out boots either. Down the corridor is what appears to be a library, and Lilly can't resist despite everyone waiting for her. She finds it almost careless of them to have so many important figures assembled in a single room with so little in the way of defense. A well-placed Hellball in the center of the room could deprive the city of its leadership in an instant.
Greetings to you. Preparations are well underway for the ritual. If all goes well, we will have the cure in just a few moments. I must say, I knew you would be instrumental in this cause. You've always presented the confident look of a person called to action.
Alright, because Lilly is curious probably what's going to happen.
You needn't worry about anything. Your efforts got us this far, and now the ritual will take care of the rest. Following that, I will see to your reward.
Alright.
For now, you can leave what must be done to us. You've earned the right to bear witness, however, and I'm sure the others would say the same.
Alright, asking about the ritual itself.
I will try to explain. Is there anything specific you wish to know?
Yeah, I think she'd like to know what's involved.
Well, several of our Tyrian priests have already begun preparations. Their meditation will allow the different components to be combined smoothly. Desther, Fenthick, and I will all begin the main incantations as soon as we are prepared. If all goes well, we'll have the cure in mere moments. None too soon for Lord Nasher. The plague has weakened him considerably. I think he almost considers it a personal insult to be seen this way.
All right. Asking what form the cure will take.
Well, we have prepared a small container. The mixture itself will be fairly unspectacular to look at, despite the importance of it.
All right.
As you will. What do you want me to say?
I guess things will be getting back to normal.
Well, once we have the cure in hand, we will determine the best way to get it to the most people as soon as possible. It will take time, so we'll treat the most severe cases of plague first, regardless of station. I just hope, well, we'll worry about other things later.
Alright, Aribeth's concerned about something. Of course, Lily'd like to know what that is.
We are very near our goal, but I can't help but worry about the effects of the plague. There is a great scar across Neverwinter. Already I see the distrust. The mood of the city has changed. When all is done, the people will want someone to blame, and I don't know if we will find anyone.
I'm sure Lily could recommend a few people.
I shouldn't ramble on like this when we are so close to a cure. This is a happy day, and we got here because of you.
Alright. Look at this. Has the option to ask about her fellows.
I'm certain they can speak for themselves, but I will answer any questions you have.
Yeah, asking how Lord Nasher's doing, although she already said it's been weighing heavily upon him.
You should really ask him that. He despises being thought of as weak, and would much prefer to be involved in any talk of his health.
Yeah, asking how things are going with Desther.
I would ask whether your opinion of him has suffered. It was your efforts that brought us this far. His claims of action seem based on your results. While you searched, his Hellmight's blessed. While you fought, his Hellmight's blessed. The comfort he brought will pale next to the actual cure you have provided.
I'm sure that brings a smile to her face.
Of course, he is needed for the final ritual, so I cannot dismiss him entirely. Fenthick also serves as his advocate, so he must be deserving of some respect.
Yeah, asking how things are faring, I guess, with Fenthick.
This time has been difficult, and our difference of opinion made it more so. Fenthick and I have had little to speak of besides the plague. I understand why he vests so much hope in Desther, but I could not. I know the power of faith, but you need to back it up with action.
All right.
As you will. What do you want me to say? Yes, farewell for now. There is much I must do to prepare for the casting to come. The incantations are very complex. You should speak with the others. No doubt they will each have their own feelings about how our situation has changed.
The sword and scales of Tyr sounds as if they're slipping and tipping out of balance. The relationship sounds strained, at least. Not only by the Wailing Death, but by Watchknight Desther, and more than Lily had previously realized. What a fool she is. Now is her one chance to peer into the hearts of these two strained lovers, and not a single spell or potion to help her in the task. She'll simply have to rely on her natural charm.
Hello there! A grand day, isn't it? And you are to thank. It was your effort that allowed us to progress this far.
You found the Waterdhavian creatures, allowing Desther and his Hellmite brethren to concentrate on helping the spirits of the people. I'm not sure Lily would put it that way. Now he can construct a cure and all will be well. Yeah. Desther sat on his hands. I don't like your tone. You're just like the others. You don't realize the importance of what he's done. Even now, that kind of attitude keeps his hands tied. I've had to, well, suffice to say, it has been hard getting Desther the resources he needs. Really, Fenthick, now's not the time for such talk. Others will not understand like you do. Of course. It's better that we look forward. In but a few moments, we'll have the cure. Yeah, what was he about to say? Oh, it was nothing, really. Something better left unsaid. It's a matter for Desther and I alone. Boy, what a time for her not to have Eagle's splendor available to her. Of course you can tell Lilly. Yes, you have, and I'll not push you aside. I've seen my companions do that too much already. Alright, it's gonna divulge whatever it was. You see, Desther has been pushed out of the plans for this ceremony. She probably thinks rightfully so. His efforts to help are ignored. My companions mean well, but they're too untrusting. Alright, what has Fenthick done? It's a small thing, really. I mean, he needs to help for the cure to work. He shouldn't be held back by suspicions now. He's proven himself. You see, for the cure to work, he needs to draw magical energy from the Temple of Helm. It's apparently very dangerous. Might kill him. Aribeth and the others would never allow it, so I gave him my key for the wards protecting Castle Never. The magic of Helm will aid in our spell. Yeah. Ask if there's precedent for this. Or I guess probably more importantly, does not leave the castle unprotected. Of course not. I would never endanger the castle. Desther will simply channel a little Helmite energy to help the cure be as potent as possible. There's no danger. The wards are still in place. No one can enter or leave without alerting those of us with keys. Yeah, what would Lady Aribeth think of that? Aribeth. I love her dearly, but her eyes have been closed by the horror of the plague. I must do this for the good of us all. You'll see. It sounds like their relationship is strained. Certainly we've been occupied by the events of the plague, but I wouldn't let our minor disagreements color my love of her. You think she feels differently? I haven't seen any signs of it, and I certainly know her well enough. She's just concerned for the sick. You're mistaken. Boy, she's trying to sow seeds of doubt, maybe between them. Alright. I guess pushing it, keeping secrets from her. I've done what I must for the good of us all, and I believe all of my actions will be vindicated in the end. Some people just have trouble understanding matters of spirit, and even those that seem wise in every other aspect. Alright. It's best that I concentrate on what is coming. I have to be very careful not to disturb the incantations Desther utters during the ritual. Alright, saying that she should speak with Desther and Lord Nasher. I don't like your tone. Lilly doesn't like him, period. Desther is the largest wedge between them. She only needs to drive them further apart.
Hello again. I have a moment to talk, but as soon as you have finished speaking with everyone, we can begin the ceremony.
Yeah, I think Lily's gonna bring up this fact that Fenthick gave his war key to Desther.
I am aware. Our guards here are very observant. There will be consequences, but not for now. There are more important things at hand.
Oh wow, so she knows, but keeping it hush-hush until after the ritual. Alright.
We will watch Desther carefully, but he is needed for the incantations, and I will not risk his temperamental nature and spoil our chance for a cure. Fenthick takes foolish risks, but I will not allow any harm to come from this. The plague will not divide the living.
All right.
I'm certain they can speak for themselves, but I will answer any questions you have. Yes, farewell for now. There is much I must do to prepare for the casting to come. The incantations are very complex. You should speak with Desther and Lord Nasher. No doubt they will both have their own ideas about the cost of getting to where we are.
Okay. She's aware, as Lord Nasher. Lily'll have to find out. She's at least glad to hear there'll be consequences now for both. Fenthick for his trust and Desther for his brethren's false claims.